captivating history of Australia's isolated continent is unveiled as the magnificent natural world slowly emerges on ancient land. The isolated island of the Australian continent, separated for millions of years, has time quietly emerging, awakening the legend of 40,000 years. On the isolated island of the Australian continent, 40,000 years ago, the collectors stepped onto this land separated by the sea. They collected rich plant fruits and nuts, beginning the journey of exploring natural philosophy. Evidence shows that they relied on local flora and fauna resources to build unique survival wisdom. Ancient climate records confirm that 40,000 years ago, the climate here was stable and resources were abundant. Archaeological excavations uncover fine stone tools, proving that the collectors have mastered complex techniques. The core of natural philosophy lies in the idea of harmony between humans and the environment. They observed the plant cycles, predicted the seasonal changes, and optimized the collection paths. Gene research reveals the unique genetic connection of the collectors with other populations on the mainland. The isolated island of the Australian continent allowed their natural philosophy to be fully inherited. The time web connects these 4,000 years of collection evidence one by one. 40,000 years ago, the collectors came to the isolated island of the Australian continent and began systematic collection. They chose seasonal plants, accumulated storage, and ensured survival in winter. Archaeological discoveries reveal large amounts of shells, proving they utilized coastal resources. Ancient genetics show that they carried special genes to adapt to the island environment. The collectors invented simple fishing tools to catch fish in the sea. Natural philosophy is embodied in the precise interpretation of animal habits. They used tree bark containers to store food and reduced waste. Evidence indicates that the collectors had low population density and low environmental pressure. The isolated island of the Australian continent protected their primitive wisdom. The time web brings the collectors closer to dialogue with modern times. The isolated island of the Australian continent witnessed 4,000 years of collector life. The collectors collected large amounts of eucalyptus fruits, enriching the diet structure. They used fire to roast food and improve energy intake. Ancient climate data proves that the island is dry and requires efficient collection. Archaeological finds of grinding stones show they processed nuts. Natural philosophy emphasizes sustainable collection to avoid overconsumption. The collectors recorded seasonal changes and sketched key plants. Evidence shows that they coexisted with local birds. The isolated island of the Australian continent allowed them to form a unique natural philosophy. The time web freezes the 4,000 years of evidence. From an academic perspective, the isolated island of the Australian continent is an excellent case of 40,000 years of collector natural philosophy. Evolutionary biology shows that the collector's genes have undergone adaptive changes. Archaeological evidence confirms that they are the earliest modern human descendants on the mainland. Ancient climatology proves that the island formed a stable ecology after the Ice Age. ancient genetics reveals their independent evolutionary path from mainland populations. The core of natural philosophy is the symbiotic relationship between humans and the environment. Evidence supports the collector's low-consumption culture based on collection. The isolated island of the Australian continent preserved complete historical records. Academic research proves that the collector's philosophy influenced contemporary ecological thought. The time web connects all academic evidence. The isolated island of the Australian continent, the natural philosophy of the 40,000 years collectors will be revealed. Stunning evidence emerges from the time web. From an academic perspective, the historical story is about to unfold. The isolated island of the Australian continent, waiting for you to explore the natural wonders. The wisdom of 40,000 years collectors is here, in this moment. The stunning, isolated island of the Australian continent, the academic perspective is about to open. The time web brings the mysterious 40,000 years closer. The isolated island of the Australian continent, the natural philosophy of the 40,000 years collectors.